today I'm giving you one part of my experience that was getting a US visa. Well, I didn't want to go so deep into my personal stuff, but I just wanted to, because I had a lot of issues getting information that was from someone who could relate to me. It was quite difficult. So I'm making this video so if there's someone that was in my position, you'll be able to get the information that you need, so you can make your process a bit easier. Now I want us to talk about the medicals with respect to the US visa interview. Now I'll specify mostly what I've experienced, which is the US spousal visa interview. That is if your husband or your fiance is in the US and he filed for you to be able to come and join him. Like, this video is for you. Now we got married. I got married in 2019, and after the marriage, or even before, we struggled and wanted to do the fiance visa. We thought like, okay, it wasn't the best idea since we were already looking up to getting married, so we decided that okay, let's do the marriage first, and after that we can just file for a spousal visa interview. That with that we will have more credibility. So after marriage in 2019, in January, we filed for, my husband filed for me to be able to have an opportunity to go for a visa interview. And after that period, that's when the coronavirus really hit hard, and so many traveling trips were cancelled from the embassy. There were a lot of ups and downs with respect to that during that time, so it made the process a bit longer than normal. But that's not what we are going to talk about today. I just want to talk about, okay, if you've already gotten to the point where you have received an email from the immigration center, then you first thing first, you should make sure that email that you have received, you should struggle to print it out. It means you have to make a copy of it. If I don't know if it's a screenshot or you download it in the form of a PDF and you print it out, because you are going to need that document on the day of your visa interview. So you print it out and keep it. And secondly, after you've gotten that, you should prepare for your medicals. And I would insist on this much because many people wait towards the day, very close dates to the day they were given for the interview to be able to do their medicals, and it makes that it's the setback of this is that you might not be able to get the information that you need before you go for the interview. So as you just receive when you just receive your email, you should make sure that after some days you should be thinking about doing the medicals. And doing the medicals, there are some documents that you might need. So you're going to need their passport size photographs, but it is not 4x4, it is 5x5. Yes, it's different from the normal cards that we use. So guys, that's one thing you need. And also you're going to need the birth certificate, as well as the copy of that the email that you received, because that is the only thing that proves that you can do that medical. And during the medicals, you have to pay a fee. For the fee, I will not be very specific because that is with respect to, I don't know, I cannot say it's a standard price because I'm not a medical personnel. I just did what I had to do. So you should know that there is a fee that you will pay. So before you go there, you have to check the immigration website, and they're going to give you the contact of the medical personnel you have to see. And from that contact, you will call them. If you don't have time in your hands, you call them and you can book for an appointment if it's during the weekend. But during the week, they work with you all the time, like working hours from 8 to 5 o'clock in the evening. So during that time, and except during break that reaches about midday, but during that period you can always go in for your medicals. With the medicals, or after this coronavirus, before the coronavirus vaccine was not an essential part, but now it is. Like they said, without that vaccine you cannot be given the medicals, or your medicals will not even be handled. So you have to take the vaccine. So when you go there, they are going to give you or tell you about the vaccine that you are going to take, because there are some vaccines that are not accepted in the United States, and maybe you might be thinking of taking that, which might not be what they are requesting, because I would say they are a bit complicated, guys. So I would just advise that when you get your contact, when you contact the medical personnel, you go into the hospital for the checks that they have to do. And when you're going there for the checks, and you can always ask with respect to the coronavirus vaccine, so that you go through all the process and you do everything that is needed, and just wait for the results. And when you're done with that, they will call you, they will let you know. They said they will give you, since they have your credentials and your informations, they will call you when the report is ready. And if they have to give you the report handy, they will tell you not to open the envelope. So don't open the envelope when they give you. And if the results have already been sent to the visa center, or where you do your interview, or the embassy, you should just go. They'll give you just a file or a written paper. They're just going to give you a note. It's like a receipt that you will show that they have already sent your report to the embassy. So I think that was it with respect to medicals. So at the hospital, you're going to do some checks. They'll give you, if you have not done your vaccine, you buy a vaccination card, a yellow card, and they'll give you the vaccines that are necessary. And then you have to send you to another center, so that you can be able to do the x-ray checks of your chest. So guys, I think that was it for the medicals, and it wasn't quite complicated. If you have all your documents handy, then everything will go smoothly. It is not really complicated. So once you got your email, you go for the medicals and you wait, so you don't get stressed out with very limited time. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope that this video was helpful, and see you guys in the next, because this is a series, so our next video will still be along the topic of the visa interview. So you will get some tips, some questions that will be asked. So don't forget to check our playlist and check for other videos related to the visa interview. See you in our next, guys. Bye bye. Yeah.